For me, the main thing is for my children to get an education. It's not about becoming rich, if you ask me.
I think she wouldn't have married so soon if she could have gone to school.
In Thailand, everyone has the right to an education, including the children of foreign migrants. But the Doa Than team found long-term migrant families in Phang Nga province with 3 generations who haven't been to school. Fortunately for some, things are about to change. Hello and welcome to Doa Than, a weekly podcast about human rights stories from Myanmar. It's brought to you by Fondation Hirondelle. This episode is produced by a Frontier Myanmar journalist. Names and voices may have been changed to protect contributors.
Do you want to go to school?
No.
Why?
I don't know what to say.
He doesn't know, and he always talks like that. He doesn't know what education and knowledge is.
If you have many friends at school, would you want to go?
I also have friends here.
Maung Thuta is 10 years old and lives with his family in simple housing in a rubber plantation in Phang Nga province, southern Thailand. He's never been to school. He spends his days playing with other children from the plantation. His mother, Maung Thuta, often works from 8 at night until 10 the next morning, tapping rubber and converting latex into blocks. She grew up on the plantation and she can't read or write Burmese or Thai. But she wants better for her son and her 14-year-old daughter.
Whenever someone asks, I always answer that I wish there was a school that my kids could attend. For me, the main thing is for my children to get an education. It's not about becoming rich, if you ask me.
This Thai school is just 6 kilometres away in Romani village. Thailand has an education for all policy, which includes the children of migrants. So why isn't Maung Thuta going there? Maung Thuta says he doesn't speak Thai and he doesn't want to go to the Thai school. Ma So is a local community leader. She says there are many long-term Myanmar migrant families in 9 villages in this area, Kapong district. They work in rubber and palm oil plantations and in other agricultural work. There are about 100 children aged between 4 and 14 who don't go to school. She says migrant children face various obstacles attending Thai schools.
In almost every village there is a Thai school, but not every kid can get in. You need a letter from your boss and a Thai birth certificate. But not all Myanmar kids have those certificates. Some were born outside hospitals, and it's not easy for those kids to go to a Thai school. Even if they can, some schools discriminate against them. Myanmar children are not fluent in Thai, so the schools are not always welcoming or patient with them.
Different areas in Thailand have different rules on whether documentation is needed, and if so, what documents. And without documentation, the Thai schools can't claim the correct budget from the education department. There is a school for children of Myanmar migrant workers about 30 kilometres away, near Khao Lak, where kids are taught in Burmese. But these rubber workers say they can't afford the transportation and school fees. Ma So says that without an education, children are not developing their mental or social skills, and it badly affects their future life chances.
When children don't attend school, they don't gain knowledge or develop critical thinking skills. They spend their time playing games and don't help around the house. With boys, they might use drugs and get into trouble, becoming a burden to those around them. The children don't know if they are doing right or wrong and often get married early. They start living together at a young age and sometimes have children unintentionally.
This is a much wider problem, particularly affecting migrants in remote areas or without the right documentation. In 2019, UNICEF estimated that more than 200,000 migrant children in Thailand are not getting any form of education. And since migration to Thailand increased after the coup, that number is likely to have gone up. It's also been like this for generations. Ma'e is 36 years old. She grew up on the rubber plantations in Phang Nga, and her parents couldn't afford to send her to school, so she's illiterate. She moved in with her boyfriend and had her first child when she was still very young. She had 4 children, and they all got some schooling in Myanmar under the care of their grandparents. But their education ended when they had to come back to Thailand.
I wish I could have provided more for them, including sending them to school, no matter where it is. But the distance made it impossible. There was no school bus service, and it's quite far from one place to another. So, with expensive transportation costs, we just couldn't afford it.
Without education opportunities in Thailand, Ma'e was worried that her daughter, Mimi, would follow the same path. And that's exactly what happened.
I think she wouldn't have married so soon if she could have gone to school. She would have been interested in learning instead, and not in men. Now she can't read, can't socialize, and can't go anywhere just because she slept with someone she met and liked right away.
Now 19 years old, Mimi has her own child. She's decided she'll send him to school no matter what.
I'm worried about his ability to read, the lack of nearby schools, and his quality of life compared to other children. I'm afraid he'll have a life like mine. It's exhausting. I'm also worried he might marry without understanding much about it. I really want him to receive an education.
Fortunately, there is hope for Mimi's child. A new school has just opened in the area. It's a project by the Diocesan Social Action Sector of Surat Thani Catholic Foundation. It's operating in part of a Thai school, and organisers say up to 65 children will be able to attend. Parents will have to contribute some money for transportation and teacher fees. The school will teach the basics up to grade 4 level in subjects such as Burmese, Thai, English and mathematics. The project coordinator, Saw T, said that after this schooling, the children could then go on to join other schools for more advanced studies.
We explained to them that if they study Burmese at least up to primary level, even when they go to Thai school later, their Burmese writing skill will be useful for them for the rest of their lives. If you go to a Myanmar school, you don't just study Burmese, there will be a Thai teacher. Her responsibility is not only to teach Thai language, but also to do public relations and communication with the local Thai community.
Maung Thuta is going to the school with his friends from the plantation, and he's said to be enjoying it. Ma'e is excited about this new opportunity for her children.
I really want them to get an education. That's why I'm happy to hear about this new school. If they need my help with the school, I would quit my rubber job because I want my kids to receive an education. I really want a school for them. I have always dreamt of it.
Thanks for listening to this edition of Do'athan. We'd welcome your feedback on social media. This project on human rights reporting is supported by Fondation Hirondelle with the help of our donors. You can listen to our podcast via the Doathan Facebook page. They can also be found on SoundCloud, YouTube, iTunes and Spotify. You can also listen every Saturday night from 9 to 10 p.m. and Sunday morning from 6 to 7 a.m. on Voice of America Radio. Please tune in again next week.